Good morning, everyone. Happy energy reading. I'm Terry. We've got another day ahead of us. So therefore, I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards to get an energy temperature check to see what the potentials and possibilities might be like for us out there. Now, just know you always have your God-given gift of free will to make any choices that you want. So nothing I say is ever set in stone, and you are always creating your own reality. And if whatever I say doesn't make sense to you, that's totally fine. Toss what doesn't make sense to you, keep what does. This is a general reading. And if you would like something more personal, more private, please feel free to book a reading with me directly online through my website, terriehuberman.com. I just got my cards here. Okay, cool. So let me just set these big boys aside. Got the cards here. Not enough space. Let's do a reveal, shall we? Here we go, and let's see what implementation tool we can use to help us get through this day easier. Ready, set, go. King of Spades. El Árbol. Surrender and release. And Two of Earth. All right, so this is the energy we're working with today. Two of Earth. Surrender and release, Arbol, and King of Spades. All right, guys. Well, just an F to the Y to the I. Well, it's more like a reminder. Tomorrow does start Mercury retrograde. We are in Scorpio season. And what I've got going on here is a message of reconciliation or people coming back from your past that will get you thinking and operating differently into a pattern of growth. In a nutshell. Okay, so let me get further deeper into this. Yes, so, and that is so Mercury retrograde. And it's really important for us to get grounded into this because this could be a doozy. And the only reason why I'm saying it could be a doozy of a Mercury retrograde is because we are in Scorpio season. Scorpio season usually dig deeper energetically. And it is about death and rebirth typically. So that means a lot of karmic releases. Yes, it also can give you major feels. So we have here a state of mind that you're currently in that does feel like it's going to shift and change to allow more growth and expansion into your world, into your life, which is really great. Great for seed planting, for future blossoming, yes? The thing is that it is feel like it's activated or triggered or has a new beginning or a start based on the fact that there's a reconciliation with someone or something. And when I say something, it could also be a group, like maybe a group that you were a part of. Let's say it was a cooking group, right? Maybe it's being revived again, right? And again, that would be that death rebirth situation. Or maybe it was a bicycle group, or maybe you were at a coven before and now it's back and it took a break or it stopped and now it's back, whatever it is. Or a person, maybe it's an ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, or ex-partner, or ex-boss, ex-anything, comes back. And it's almost like this is kind of what it feels like. When you reconnect with either that group of people or that person, you're able to see and look back and maybe be even nostalgic on what happened, who you were at that time, and who you are now. And you're able to also notice how you've grown and how your shift of mindset has become. And right? Because we don't or in this world, we and in reality. And if you were to accept this person back in your life, or this group back in your life, how you could blossom blossom, grow, and also change your mindset again. So this is like this real growth pattern, right? So it's almost like you witness a death of yourself, right? By noticing I'm not that same person that I was when I was with these people. And you get to turn into someone new if you decide to choose or stay or be around this new group of people or this person. And it's beautiful. It's great. It's fabulous because it means lessons. And we're not growing as people or individuals if we're not in situations with other people, because that's how we evolve and grow, is through other people. Because if it's just you the whole time, there'll never be any challenges, yes? There'll never be anything for you to learn from. So when this happens, when you do come into contact with this group or this person, at first you might feel a little like, like when you're on a ride at some amusement park and your stomach drops right before the big drop and you're like, oh, like you might go through that, and that's fine. But if you were to surrender and to release into what's happening and just like, all right, this is happening. I didn't ask for this person to come back or this group of people to come back, but they showed up. Yes. Like, all right, I'm going to surrender and release into this. I'm going to see what is it that I can learn from this, because there is something for you to learn from the situation, whether they just come in and out, or whether you decide to stay and move on. Either way, there's this beautiful opportunity for you to see and like really truly get, feel, know, and have that distinction of the old you versus the current you and the potential new you. So it's a really powerful place to be in, as surprising as it may feel. But that's okay. So the implementation tool would be to surrender and release into it, which would actually ground you. Okay. So give into the situation, go with the flow. Don't fight it, accept it. Just go, okay, this is what's happening. Don't put a lot of importance on it either. The more you put importance or attention or heavy focus on it, then energetically it's going to be a much bigger deal and the situation won't go as easily. So really it's about surrender, release, and don't make it such a big deal, basically. Don't make it such a big deal. The less of a deal you make that this is happening, the easier it is to ride out. Whether you stick with it or whether you decide to pass on it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So this is actually really cool. This is a nice evolution step. Very clear, very obvious. So when this happens, remember the conversation that we're having right now, even though technically it's not a conversation because it's not two-way and I'm just sharing with you this reading. But just remember this. Just remember this. And remember that you always have your God-given gift of free will. If you choose not to move forward with this, you don't have to, right? That's your choice. But if you do choose to move forward with this, there is opportunity for growth and change for you and your mindset shift, there to be a mindset shift into growth and expansion where you get to learn more about yourself. So this is not such a bad idea. I know at first you're going to be like, but it's okay. You're okay. It's okay. So when this happens, don't freak out. All right, guys, what am I always saying to you? Stay connected. Stay connected to your family and friends. Stay connected to yourself. And of course, you can stay connected to me. And I do have an opening if anybody is interested in working with me one-on-one. I've got a package of energy readings, energy breathwork and healing, and coaching to get you unstuck and moving forward, thriving in a life of freedom, joy, and security. And I can help you discover what those blind spots are that are standing in your way of reaching your goals. If that sounds good to you, check out my website, terriehuberman.com. Click on the intuitive coaching package section and schedule yourself a complimentary consultation where we can get on a call together and learn if we're a good match and if we can work together. Sound good? Do it now. And I'll see ya on the flip side.